Alright, well, got the drive shaft yoke out. Got the truck hooked to her. Let the air pressure build up and we'll head for home. Alrighty, we're on our way. Coming across 38. It's a county road, but it's a pretty good road. Nice and wide. Rolling along about 50 mile an hour. Towing a Volvo. Ooh, 55 going downhill. But anyway, took a trip got down there, ended up breaking a socket, trying to get the yoke off. Back of the carrier bearing, it was flopping around under there. We found the drive shaft on the way here. Come down to the area where he lost it, slowed down, and he actually spied it in the ditch bank. It was just off the road in the grass. So turned around and went back and picked that up. So it don't look like it's damaged. I take her to a shop and get her fixed. And I'm sure they'll see if it's balanced or bent or anything. But went to take the yoke off and broke a socket, so we turned around and went back to Tiffin. It was only about 10 miles. Went into a Lowe's, got a couple of, well, half-inch drive, 12-point, 13-millimeter sockets to get the bolts out. They were blue Loctited in to hold the yoke on for the back section of the front drive shaft. And so yeah, we got that out, got her aired up, and we're on the way. Kind of a short strap. He's got a real long strap, but it's not a tow strap. I think it's more of a lifting strap, and you might as well have a chain because it hit pretty hard. I've got a little 2-inch Yankum strap. It's old, but still in decent shape, and it's got a little bit of give to it, so that's what we're using. I told him if he's not comfortable with how close he is, we can put his long one on. But he's good. Put it on the right side of his tow hook, and he can see the strap before it gets to my bumper, so he can tell if I slow down or anything like that. He can see the strap droop. But when I let off the throttle, before I let off the throttle, I'll put my hand out the window and motion to him. What friends do, right? So, probably half an hour we'll be home. We're back to his house. I don't know where he's going to want to put it, whether we'll pull it through the shed. That's probably what we'll do. He'll move it up. I think he's got his tractor and planter sitting in there, so he'll pull that out of the way, and then I'll pull it through the shed for him. But anyway, we'll talk to you later. Well, I spoke too soon. We come up to that intersection back there, and he tooted the horn, and we got on that narrow road, and he couldn't get over far enough to see the strap, so we put his long one on. I like it better too. Just be a little rougher, but with him being able to see the strap longer, he'll be able to keep tension on it. We work good together. We do a lot of shit like this together, so I ain't worried about it. The old Ford will take a tug or two. Alright, see you somewhere. Well, alright, Operation Rescue is done. Kirk's truck's back to his building. Breezy out. See the car across the road is up. Noticed that last night on the way to that fire run, actually that pole fire. Wires down, and looked over there, and the ground was dark for a change from the moisture, and you could see the corn. Come on out, buddy. Come on. Hi, Max. Come on. All right, for him. So, we got a couple circuit breakers and see if the power's back on yet. If not, I got tools to put away too. So if not, sorry about that. If not, fire the generator up for a little bit. And too much stuff in my hands. There. You go in there. You go in there. And you go right there. Ta-da! You and you stay right there. Hey, power's on. All right, good deal. Well, I get that unhooked and get the generator put away. I'm gonna have me a beer first. I'll move my flashlight too before I knock myself in the head with it. Yeah, we made provisions and parked all the vehicles. Well, her truck, the bug, and the blue truck inside last night, yesterday afternoon, just in case it got really crappy out. So, what is it? It's noon. It is noon. 2.5 hours of sleep yesterday morning. Doctor's appointment, all that stuff, running around, then the storm and the fire runs. We actually got called out last night, right after I got to work. I think it was 11:05. For a pole fire in town. Obviously, I didn't come all the way back for that. But, so yeah, so it was a busy night. And then, come home, turn around, go down there and get his truck, which ended up being twice as long as it should have, but we got it. Nothing like that ever works out the way you want it the first time. That's just a given. I knew that going into it. But mission completed. I might drink a beer or two. Go ahead and catch the weather. And actually, I got to start that generator back up and turn the fuel off. I'll let it run for a little bit. Let it run for a few minutes. Maybe I'll take it out back and plug the camper into it and let it run on the camper, charge the battery up in the camper again for a few minutes, and then shut the gas off on her, unplug the camper, and shut the fuel off on her, and let her run the carburetor dry. So, yeah. I'm gonna fix me something to eat too. I'm getting kind of hungry. I don't know. I guess I have to go look in the fridge out here or the fridge in the house. Ham sandwich. Ham sandwich will work good. Well, that's good. They were saying power wouldn't be on until later tonight, so they got her on at least 11 hours sooner than they thought. They were saying 10:30, 11 o'clock tonight before we got it back, so that's good. It's a nice day out. I think it's low to mid 70s. Nice breeze. Oh, sorry. All right, well, yeah, I'm going to shut this down. Thanks for tuning in, guys. I appreciate it. And I hope everybody's well. And we'll see you soon. Bye. All right. Woo. Sun's getting bright. It's hot too. Wow. Oh, sorry about that. So, yeah, I brought the generator out here. Plugged her in. Wow. So plugged her in, plugged the camper in. I let it run a few minutes, get warmed up. Plugged the camper in. It's a 2013 Puma Unleashed. We bought it in 2014. It's a year old. It's a toy hauler, and it's got the gas station out here. I don't have the key with me right now, but you open that up and there's actually a gas pump in there. And it's got the door in the back, lights up the top, but the ramp door folds down. And I come in here and run the slide out already. I figured, you know what? Let's grab the camera and show people. So it has the gas station in the back, but it also has a generator. And we got a finger in the way. So it's got a 4,000 watt Onan Cummins generator. So Cummins. So I own a Power Stroke, Tammy owns a Duramax, and we own a Cummins. So we got all the bases covered. I'll start that up one of these days too. But well, sorry about the fingers in the camera. Oh, there we go. We'll give you the grand tour. The awning, I'm not going to roll it out right now. It's probably dirty, but it's a black and white checkered flag, checkerboard. So yeah, I pushed the slide out. That table folds down, and that makes a nice long bed. It's about, I think it's almost 9 foot long. And the cushions are on the outside. These cushions come out, and they all space in to fill in over top the table. Double sink. You've got the timer. When we first looked at this, Tammy goes, "Oh, it's got the timer. Where's the hot tub?" You know, like in a hotel when you have a hot tub. And it's got the readout for the battery. And it's actually got 2 gray tanks, 1 black tank, and a freshwater tank. And the freshwater tank holds 100 gallons of water. But there's 1 gray water tank for the kitchen sink and another gray water tank for the shower and the bathroom sink. So it's got a range hood with a light, and that light don't work. Fan. Got a nice, good sized, I mean, it's small, but it's a decent sized oven if you want to use it. I mean, we're pretty much cooking on a fire. 3 burner stove. Oops. Hey, anybody? Ooh, I don't think that was supposed to be left in there. Anybody want some lug nuts off of a NASCAR? That's what them are. So, yeah, decent sized refrigerator. I mean, it's bigger than a dorm fridge. Dometic, gas, dual, electric, gas. Got a microwave. Lots of cupboard space in here. That was one of the selling points. That and the ceiling. I can reach 8 foot, and I'm 6 inches short of reaching the ceiling. So yeah, lots of cupboards. They're kind of high, but it actually come with a ladder, 2 ladders actually. because we have a upstairs, and that is a queen bed up there, and there's a ladder that hooks on to this that you can climb up in there to get to. But there's storage under the bed, or under the sofa, all the way around, and it's outside accessible out there. We've got storage up top here, which we have paper plates and everything else. We've got a pretty good sound system in it. It's got speakers in this room right there, speakers in the bedroom up there, and then it's got 2 speakers outside, all independent. You can turn them on, turn them off. It's got a subwoofer in here right there, and more storage up top here. Paper plates, can koozies, plastic silverware, stuff like that. Stuff that don't perish we leave in here. Storage above those cupboards. And the toy hauler area. This is the garage. It's actually got sliding glass doors that close, and then there's a curtain. The air conditioning is ducted back here, but the heat is not. And it's got a nice cupboard in here. I've got all kinds of tools and shop rags and stuff like that. I got some ratchet straps and rain gear, some bungee cords, a couple of little gas grills, and it's got the door here too, so you can go out this door, which is under the awning when it's exposed, or when it's out. And it actually has 2 beds. I'm not going to run them down, but this is one and this is another, and these are both queen size. The bottom one goes all the way to the bottom of the track, which is pretty low, and then you can see these stops right here. They're about 4 foot from the floor, and that is where the top one up here, when it comes down, that's where it stops. And then there's 2 ladders back here. One of them is sized to fit this top bunk at this level, and then the other one is for out there to get up into the attic. But it's a 11-foot garage. You can put 2 motorcycles in here comfortably. If you did it right, you could probably put 3 motorcycles in here. I think it's 2,000 pounds. Yeah, there's the sticker. 2,000 pounds. 2,000 pound capacity for the cargo area, and the door is 3,000 pounds. So I made this piece of that board there, that tan, that's a 2x4 wrapped in carpet. And what we do is we put the back door down. Some of the newer campers, they fold out flat for a patio. Well, this one doesn't do that. So I made a 2x4, and I put jack stands in here, and adjustable jack stands, and we can fold that out flat and have a patio if we want. So yeah. Okay, so step up here. There's a pocket door right here to separate the bathroom and the master suite from the kitchen and living area. It's got a decent shower. I mean, I'm a big guy, but it's got a skylight in the shower. And this is 7.5 feet probably tall, so I don't have to worry about hitting my head. A flexible shower wand, and so yeah, it's nice. Of course, it's a camper, limited capacity on the hot water, so you get in, you scrub up, get in, get wet, turn the water off, scrub up, rinse off, and then turn the water back off. A decent little sink, storage under there. The head of the bathroom is over here, which is all by itself, and it's not big, but I've had smaller bathrooms in some of the apartments I lived in. A little bit of storage in here, skylight, vent, and exhaust fan, and there's a plug-in up here for 110 and a TV or an antenna for the TV. You got a nice little cupboard here. Storage in here. You got towels and stuff in there that stay in the camper. There's storage under the bed, not a lot, but there's some. And then each side, and then the closet hanging clothes there, and then stuff up top. And then this draw curtain here, you can actually draw, and it goes across, and it separates just the bedroom from the bathroom. So if you've got guests in here and somebody needs to come up and go use the bathroom, you can have that closed and they don't see what's going on in the bedroom. Keeps you separated. Oh, look at that. A blue yummy. But yeah, so it's a pretty nice deal. We love it. We love it. Slide out makes a lot of room. I mean, it makes this a big room. Ducted heat in the floor. Like I said, the heat does not go into the toy hauler. They don't want access to the flames from the furnace. But then it's got air conditioning, and there is vents up there, and there's vents in here, vents in the bedroom, bathroom, and then there's also air conditioning vents in the back in the garage. So yeah, it's what is it, 37? I'll have to check. 35.5 foot. But I think if you measure it, but I do believe if you measure it, it's right at almost 40 feet, which is big enough. There's big ones out there. It's good enough for us. The only problem is, if I want to put my Rhino or my Maverick in there, we literally have to take that bottom bunk bed or roll-up bed in the back. We have to take the bottom one off because it sits too low. We have to take it literally out of the camper. We have figured out that you can take it down, lower the top one down, put it on top of the top one, and then take it back up, and you can get it just about all the way up, and then there's room to put the Maverick or the Rhino in, clearance for the roll cage. If you're going to use that bed where you get to go, if you got a bunch of people going or whatever. Or we just take it out and put it in the garage. And don't take it with us. So anyway, this has been running. I pushed the battery button when I was in there and it was full. So I'm going to go ahead and unplug that. That's the one thing I don't like about this generator. It just runs wide open. So I'm going to reach in here and I'm going to turn the fuel off. And then we're just going to let her go till she runs out of fuel. Like I said yesterday, that way it gets almost all the fuel out of the carburetor. And then you don't have a situation where it gums up. Boy, it's a beautiful sky. Beautiful sky today. Wow. Just the Simpsons clouds moving through. So yeah. We'll let this thing run out of gas. We'll go over there and we'll flip the ignition switch off. We're talking a chance of rain today, but I don't think it's going to happen. So, today is June 11th. Thursday, June 11th. Ooh, I got to work over tomorrow. Means it's Thursday. When we go in tonight, that'll be our Friday. We work till Friday morning, but I got to stay over 4 hours in the morning. Just remember that. One of the guys on day shift is off. Okay, 12-hour day on a Friday. Well, all right, ignition switch is off. We're just going to leave that sit right out here and cool off. We'll go into the garage. Shut the doors, means we have power. Yeah, I have 2 doors, so I have 4 remotes. So one of them stays right here. There we go. I have the wires ran right here for the switch to put on the wall to run the doors, but I never put it up yet. Those are the only wires in this whole garage that are run through the wall. And they come down from upstairs right through there. Everything else will be inside the garage running conduit, like you see the conduit on the ceiling. So with the insulation in the walls and then the pink insulation over top of it, I didn't want anything in the walls that would go bad that you'd have to open it up for. So we did it that way, or I'm doing it that way if I ever get back at it one of these years. So yeah, doors are shut, generator's off, camper's buttoned back up. I think it's bedtime. All right, for about the 3rd time today. We'll catch y'all later. Bye.